Hi guys, welcome to this video about the Braun Cruzer 6 and my experience about it and my recommendation. So I bought this thing now 6 years ago, or even 7 years. I think it is 7 years ago, and I've been using it every day, and now one part broke. So we have a real good success here. Yeah, right. Yeah, no, actually it's not. So I have to tell you the whole story. So I bought this in 2013. Yeah, really 7 years ago, and I used it for about a month. And then this is what happened. There broke some of these, I don't know how to call them, teeth or so. One of these things broke off, not here, but actually from here. And it was not a drop or misuse or whatsoever. I was just shaving my beard, and it just came off. I thought at one morning I thought, yeah, this is somehow leaning, so just put it back in position, and then it came just off. So I was out of warranty. I mean, out of the 30 days return period on Amazon. I bought it on Amazon, by the way. And so my only chance was to find out the address of Braun, and I contacted them, and they told me, yeah, okay, I have to ship this to Braun and they will send it back. So it looks like they even sent me a new one instead of just this broken piece here. But I needed something in the meantime, and I bought something really cheap, which was Philips Norelco. It was not even lithium ion as this was. It was just like a nickel cadmium battery inside, and I thought, okay, it was $12. So yeah, it should be good for a couple of days or weeks or even months till I get this back. And I started to use the Philips Norelco, and I really liked it. I mean, the shaving was not so smooth as with this one. This I really like, actually, because it's not so aggressive. The Norelco is a little bit more aggressive, but still I was totally fine with it. And I thought, okay, I have spent $12 additional. I want to get something out of it. So I put this on the side, and I thought, okay, whenever the Philips break, I will start using that again. And that was, yeah, I mean, the Philips Norelco, it lasted and lasted and lasted till about the end of 2019. That's crazy. I mean, that's definitely more than 6 years. It lasted more than 6 years, and I used it almost on a daily basis for cutting my beard and my hair, and it was really good. So when it broke in autumn of 2019, so I remembered, oh, okay, I have still this one here, and I've charged it all the time, like every 6 months, to keep the battery in good shape. So I took it out of the box and gave it again a full charge and started using it, and it was really doing well. I mean, you can use this hair trimmer and the things, or you can really switch nicely here. You can adjust the length. It is, yeah, usually pretty good. Sometimes you can mess up and then it falls out. There's a spring inside and everything pops out. But usually you should be able to put it back easily. And I thought, yeah, okay, let's get out a couple of more years out of this thing. I mean, it was about $50 or so, or at least, yeah, $45. And now after only a couple of months, I took this out here, and there was nothing. I mean, I didn't do anything. Put it back here, and I started shaving. Yeah, not even this here. So I started, like shaving or cutting my hair. Yeah, now exactly something happens, which usually it doesn't happen, but sometimes if you're not experienced or not using it for some time and you are not used anymore, sometimes it gets stuck here. So you can see here it's perfectly, so here it's totally stuck, and it's even difficult to remove. When I remove it, it can easily break. It's really difficult to take it out. It totally gets stuck. So this is one of the advantages, apart from how it's holding up. Now it's inside again, and we can push on both sides and take it out. It's a little bit strange how it gets stuck, and here we have the spring inside. You have to be really careful. If that pops out, yeah, it will be difficult to put it back. But anyway, yeah, usually I did it like this, no problem with that, and I started cutting my hair. And when I looked at it after a couple of minutes, I noticed that one of these teeth was leaning like that. I mean, I was just cutting, not doing crazy things, and I thought, yeah, okay, let's push it back, and in a sudden it broke off. I mean, it was just, yeah, it was like you could like touch it with a small finger and it fell off. So really, it didn't drop, no, nothing. So I didn't bump against something, just normal use, and it just came off just by little bit touching it. So this is crazy. I mean, and so that means that's the second time. First time this happened after 1 or 2 months with this one. Now after a couple of months with this one. So I think these Braun things are total scam, total junk, piece of garbage. I don't know why people can use that for a couple of months or years and say it's working. Yeah, I don't know. Probably it's not happening. Probably people are buying, using it for a couple of weeks, giving good reviews, and then when it breaks, they just dump it into trash and buy a new one and don't update the review. Yeah, that's the only thing I can imagine here. I mean, the charge has been holding up good. Everything was good. I mean, I have been able to cleaning was super easy on the running water. It's waterproof. You can even clean here. But actually this thing here, I don't know what it is, like for ear and nose and like small stuff, but it's actually not needed. I've been able to do everything with this one. I never needed this. And it's anyway, it's a bad construction here. It's so close, you can see there's a small gap, but not a big gap, and you can't remove. So water gets stuck underneath and probably gets moldy. Yeah, that's not a good construction. But the waterproof thing worked actually, and that was really, I would say, like a non-aggressive cutter, which is really good. Some of these cutters are really aggressive, and when you go directly, like in the neck, directly on the skin, you can cause bleeding. Not with this one. This one was really nice. I hoped to be able to use it for a couple of years, but it looks like it's not happening. By the way, this one you can get buy a replacement of this one for about $12 on Amazon. It's not the original one. It's from a third party manufacturer. It doesn't look too good, but people say, yeah, it's actually working more or less. But it looks like not for this one, which now fell apart. And I mean, $12 for this one, you can buy some combi trimmers, yeah, shaver trimmers for $12. So $12 for such a piece, which is maybe 10 cents. I mean, you have to develop that, of course, but production cost is maybe 20 cents or something like that. It's crazy to pay or to ask $12 for that. So the successor of this one is I think the BT 5070, but I'm definitely not going to buy this one. I think I'm trying to stay away from the Braun. Maybe I'll try with a Norelco, Philips Norelco again, but they don't have perfect reviews as well. They have changed it a little bit, upgraded, looks like upgraded, and made it a little bit more expensive. I'm not sure if I go with this one. The really big disadvantage here And why I'm not going to buy this anyway is that it doesn't have a nose trimmer. So usually with these combination things you get some kind of nose trimmer, or probably I should call it somehow nose hair trimmer. So this is usually what you have. I mean, this is another type. Unfortunately, it doesn't have something for longer hair, but you can just plug a lot of things here. You can use this for your beard, and then you take it out and you put this thing here for nose hair or ears. And the real big advantage of something like this compared to most of these standalone nose hair trimmers, these are way more powerful. So the nose hair trimmers are usually really weak. I have been trying one which was even $99, and I mean, it lasted forever, but it was just not powerful. It was a Panasonic, was really expensive, it was waterproof, everything, but it just hadn't a lot of power. And whenever a hair got stuck, usually it was not cut, but it was just pulling on the hair, which is crazy, in your ears or in your nose. So these things here are way more powerful because they are made to cut much more hair. And whenever hair gets stuck here, usually it just cuts it. It doesn't mess around, it just cuts it because it has much more power. So I prefer something like this. And the Philips Norelco, they have something like this which you can just put here instead of this one, so you can cut a lot of more. I mean, they are much more versatile. So I'm definitely going into something like that again. So I'm going to show you now a couple of options which I have found online to finish this video. So here we have the things which I wanted to show you online on Amazon. So here's the original, the one which I've been showing you and broke now, the Braun Cruzer 6, and it looks like it's not available anymore. As you can see, here the pictures, it's definitely the one which I have. Then we have the replacement part here, which I was telling you, it's not only $12, but it's even $17, which is crazy and definitely actually too much. This is some, I mean, it's not a scam, but it is definitely taking advantage of people where the tip broke off, and it looks like there is definitely a need for that. Otherwise they wouldn't produce this piece. So definitely, even if it will come back, the Cruzer 6, don't buy it, and probably not even other similar styled things. So here we have the successor. Probably this is the successor here, Braun BT5070. It looks very similar, so you can see almost everything. Maybe the teeth are a little bit stronger. For me it looks like they have a little bit a different style. Maybe they really have found out that, I mean, for me it looked like a programmed death. So sometimes companies, they produce something and they design it so it will break after a certain time. Like if they provide warranty 1 year, so they make sure that it breaks maybe after 1 year and 1 month, something like that. I mean, usually not that crazy, but we hear these stories every now and then. And for me, the Braun comp, it was definitely too weak, something like this. Definitely doesn't work. Yeah, it looks even similar, so or maybe that's a new picture, I don't know. But I'm definitely tired at the moment of Braun, so I'm not going to buy this one, and it doesn't have the nose hair trimmer. Anyway, I think this would be the better deal if you want to go with a Braun. I mean, they have these nice blades, but this would be, I think, better value, $18 or $19, and you get even this Gillette blade here. That's or Gillette razor. That's a good value, I would say, as long as it lasts. So maybe it would even be a better option to go back to the Braun Cruzer 5. I mean, I guess it's an older model. I guess they started with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's surprisingly still available, $40. Yeah, not too expensive. The good thing is it seems to have just one comp here, which you can adjust from, I think, 3mm to 24mm, the whole range here. And it looks like we have really very few 1-star reviews only. That's a quite positive sign that it holds up nicely. But actually it just says hair. When you see that here, it doesn't say something about beard. It just says hair, but when you go down into the reviews, you see a lot of people are saying they're using it for the beard as well. And finally, my last Braun, which I'm going to show you here, it's a little bit more expensive, but it's a surprise that now we see here this nose hair trimmer as well. So usually they don't have this style. So here we get everything for short, medium, large or long hair, nose hair, body shaving. Yeah, here we get really a lot of stuff. $45. Yeah, it's not too cheap, but also the reviews are quite good. So for me, that's actually the only option from Braun if I would use that, because it really has everything. The only problem with this nice set, I mean, regarding price and functionality and everything, it makes perfectly sense. The other problem is always, or disadvantage can be, if one of the pieces breaks, it makes the whole set a little bit, I mean, yeah, you probably don't put it into trash, but you have to buy another set, or you have to look for such a replacement head, and usually they are not available. That's always a little bit the problem. The last thing which I'm going to show you here today is the Philips Norelco. You can see it here. Yeah, it even says I have bought this then, I think, yeah, it was okay, it was 2014, but still it was holding up 5 years. So, and I only paid $14. Yeah, it really surprised me, or it shocked me about the price. I paid $14 and now it's $99, and I checked the price development, and it looks like you have to definitely be super careful about that, because the price usually is $20 or less. Here you can see it was probably $15 for long time. Yeah, this is when I bought it, maybe even, yeah, somewhere here or here, and now it went up. I mean, usually it's still only $18. I don't know how they came out to ask $100 for that. So you have to be really careful about this listing here. They try to scam you into this thing, which is only $18 worth, and some people are probably paying $99. Here we have even the advanced thing, which is called the Turbo or something like that. Philips Norelco Turbo. It has even this red, so it looks like it's definitely the advanced set, and the turbo set is only $49. So how did they came up with the idea to ask $99 for the normal set? Now it's $18 worth, or sometimes you can buy it maybe for $15. So yeah, I mean, you can give it a try. It's not a bad thing. For me, it has been holding up really nicely. I hope it's still waterproof. Mine was definitely waterproof. I'm not 100% sure anymore if it really is here. I can't see that. Yeah, on the normal one, which is usually $18, we can see that now it's way more expensive. Yeah, we can see that on the normal, but not on the turbo one. The turbo one maybe isn't waterproof for whatever reason. I have absolutely no clue. And yeah, maybe if price comes down, yeah, I have set a price alert on that one. If price comes down, I will probably buy this one as my next one, because I was so happy for many years. So that's it for now. I hope I was able to help you a little bit with that video. And if you have any questions or comments or better solutions, please write everything down into the feedback area. I'm always happy to talk about these things. And I will put down the links to all these listings into the description so you can check them out and order if you like one of them. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching and see you next time.